Welcome everyone. Today we'll have a new guide video on how to make more gold in Lost Ark. As you can see behind me, we have new nodes and also new method of making gold, including an awakened shard, HP potions, skill gems, and also different market trend and also different predictions I want to share with you guys. And you can see over here I have adjusted for a new Excel which calculates the potion price. And if you come over to my game, you can see that I'm currently crafting a lot of potions. And those potions are doubling my gold each time I craft one of those. So what I want to share with you guys is how does those calculation works and how much gold do you make. So I'm spending about 3.5 gold per crafting on the potions, and I'm currently selling my potions. So let me show you guys over here. I'm currently selling my potion for 9 gold and they are selling. So basically it costs me about 3.5 gold to make one and sells for 9 gold. And I've been crafting those potions non-stop to make additional gold. So in this video, instead of giving you guys just one method to make gold, I have tried and also tested a number of methods to make gold, and those are the new methods I want to share with you guys. I'll briefly talk about the advantage and also disadvantage and also the speed of making more gold and what you should be careful of. And also I do want to come back to the new marketing trend strategies and also new method to make more gold with a market with weekly sales and also different readout methods and also different patterns. So briefly talk about those on the second part. And finally, what I do is I'll talk about how I make my gold on my accounts and what are the ways I make gold currently and how can I get close to about 15,000 gold a day if I sell my items correctly. So those are my summaries and we'll talk about this at the end. So first I want to introduce the method to you guys and I want to talk about those as well. And just during the recording, I'm sure you guys might have heard this. So yes, the potion just sold. So those 30 potions sold for 270 gold. And this is basically, I spent about 3.5 gold to craft of them and they are getting sold. So this is actually really good. And let's talk about the method of making gold and let's talk about each of those. Now, similar to all of our notes, if you want the written copy of those notes, those can be found on the Google Docs. And also those are the existing methods which we have talked about before. If you do want to have a look at those, I'll attach a link for those methods. So in case you guys are not sure, those are pretty standard methods and I'm sure most of us do know this. So let's jump into the new methods that I want to share with you guys. I did put the Awakening Chaos Shard exchange or purchasing of those as the first method because what we're doing is we're going for the 1 gold bargain to purchase those. And one of the best things about buying those Chaos Shard for 1 gold is that you 100% do not make a loss because they cannot be sold lower than 1 gold. And what I want to show you guys over here is, so there's so many things, right? So over here you can see that my market trend, I'm monitoring the Awakening Chaos Shard, and those things is currently selling for 2 gold. Don't list those for 2 gold, guys. You don't make 2 gold. You actually spend 1 gold on the fees. So people either sell those items for 1 gold. Oh, actually, are they selling for 1 gold? Let's get it. So perfect example. So 232. So basically, let's buy this for 1. Oh, did I make a mistake? let's hope I didn't make a mistake, right? So okay, I bought this for 1 gold. I thought what I did was I bought it for 232 gold. Sometimes you finger gems. So this is the example I want to show you guys. You monitor the Awakening Shard and you try to buy them for 1 gold. And you can see here I actually have a lot of Awakening Shard. This method actually doesn't give you a loss because those things will instantly sell for 1 gold. What we're trying to do is we're trying to list those items for 3 gold if possible. But notice a lot of people are listing for 3 gold. So just holding on to the Chaos Shard, if you do get to sell them for 3 gold, that's great. You double your gold, basically. You make 1 gold profit because you have to pay 1 gold in fee. So let me show you guys what I mean by over here. So let's say if I go and price per bundle is 1 gold, we doesn't pay a fee. We do pay a deposit. Now if we list this for 2 gold, we have to pay a 1 gold fee. So never list this one for 2 gold. Either list one for 1 gold, you instantly sell those, or you list this one for 3 gold, you make 1 gold profit. Now because you spend 1 gold to buy it, you make 1 gold profit, this method can potentially double your gold if you manage to sell those at 3 gold. But currently there's a lot of people selling at 3 gold. So what I tend to do is I buy those for 1 gold. If I ever need my gold, I can quickly fire sell them for 1 gold and I don't lose any gold. But you know, before this, I was making gold because I was selling those for 3 gold. Now it seems a lot of people are catching on to this. But the best thing about doing this is you can resell this item for 1 gold and no fee because, you know, this is the lowest point you can sell those. And the only downside of this is currently there doesn't seem to be a high demand. So this might take longer to sell. Usually I invest a few thousand gold in this, sometimes make additional 1,000 gold or 2,000 gold by doing this. But don't expect to make a lot of gold by doing this. But you know, in case you need the gold, you can sell those for 1 gold and those will always sell instantly. And also here I have a replay of me buying a lot of the chaos shard for 1 gold just to show you guys, and later I sold them for 3 gold. So basically I made, you know, a few thousand profit by buying a bunch of those chaos shard for 1 gold and selling for 3 gold. But currently they're not selling as fast, and anytime you need your gold for the chaos shard, you can still sell them for 1 gold and get your money back, so there is no loss in doing a chaos shard. But that is, of course, check the demand on your server. If all the chaos shard are selling for 1 gold, then it's not great, because on my server most chaos shard are selling for 3 gold, and that's why I'm doing this method. So make sure you also check your market. Now coming over to the second method of making gold, and those are crafting HP potions. So what is happening is, if we come over to the workshop, and what you're going to see in my workshop is, I'm going to claim some crafting. I want to show you in the workshop. So now after the latest update, the potions you craft in the workshop are tradable. And currently on the market, there's a number of potions that we can craft, and those are being selling by the players. So there is the basic HP potion, major HP potion, there's elemental potions, and there's also splendid elemental potions. I'm working on my way to get to the final stage to craft this potion and sell it for like 700 gold. But before that, I think it's most profitable to sell the major HP potions. And in order to understand why it is profitable, so what is happening is those potions need flowers, and those wildflowers are currently those priced in my server. What you want to do is, you want to search up for the wildflower prices, and you want to look at the share wildflowers, the wildflowers, and also the bright wildflowers. After doing this, I do have an Excel calculation over here for you guys to make things easier. You come over to this Excel. So this Excel is actually inbuilt into the Mario Secret Shop Excel. I'll share this one again with you guys. Basically, I have updated for additional potions for the elemental potions. You come over here, insert the current market price of those potions. So 51, 4, and 3 gold. So 51, and over here this should be, this is 4 gold and this is 3 gold. After inserting those, this will show you how much it will cost you per gold to craft one of those potions. And basically, this will cost me 2 gold to craft the basic potion. So I'll show you guys over here. So basically, we want to do the calculation to see how much gold you can make per potion, and then we'll pick the best potion for you to sell. And over here, the HP potion will sell for 4 gold, and currently this means that it will cost me 2 gold to craft one, but I only make 1 gold because I have to pay 1 gold in fee. That's why I don't craft the HP potions. On the second one, the major HP potions, this will be 8 gold, and they usually sell for 9 gold. Notice a lot of people are selling for 9 gold, and people are selling for 10 gold. So it will cost me about 3.3 gold to craft one of those. And when I'm selling them, basically I'll be selling them for 9 gold. So I'll be making about, about 6 gold or maybe 5 gold. So this is the most profitable way for me to craft those potions. And they do take a little time, but I've just been crafting those non-stop. So basically this is constantly making me gold. And this is one of the steady income I'm getting, because I just buy the herbs, I craft those and just make the gold. And over here, I also did the calculation for the elemental potions. So they will cost me about 11.5 gold to make one, and they sell for 19 gold. So it's not that worth it to do the elemental potions, to be honest. So this is why I'm actually crafting the major HP potions. Now, of course, I do recommend checking your market price. So check the potion price on the market and use the Excel to calculate how much it will cost you to craft those potions. And also, it will take you time to craft those potions. And as you can see over here, I'm waiting for a long time to craft those potions. And this is one of the downside of doing this. I can craft HP potions. I do think they're quicker. Maybe I'll look into this next. But currently, I'm making more gold with the major HP potions because I have the time to wait for those to be crafted. Now there's something I just discovered right now. I just realized it actually cost me gold to craft those potions. So what I mean by that is, notice over here, it will cost me 14 gold to craft the 3 potions. So this is actually not as profitable as I thought, and I just noticed this as I was editing the recording. So I actually didn't know before the recording. I was like, hey, how come I'm spending gold to craft potions? And it turns out I wasn't making as much gold as I thought, because I thought I only paid 3.5 gold, but considering I have to pay about 14 gold for 3 potions, I do believe this is about 4 gold. Yeah, 4.5 gold or something. Yeah, 4.5 gold plus 3.5 gold. This is 8 gold. So I'm selling this for 9 gold. So I actually realized I don't make as much gold as I thought. So make sure, guys, check the profit while you're looking at the cost of crafting those potions. This is one thing I wasn't aware of, and it also costs you energy, but this will help you to get to your stronghold level 30, which allow us to craft the final potion. So I'm very soon I'll be crafting the final potion, and this is a potion, the splendid potion. That's the one I want to look into. I do believe we can still make profit on the final potion. So I just realized, yes, crafting those potions will cost you gold. So don't list those potions for too low, guys. Now finally, one of the new methods to make gold is actually from the skill gem boxes and also the skill gems. So if we come over to the market and let's go through those over here. So you can see here the gem boxes are selling for 40 gold each. And what's happening is there's two ways of making gold on these. I'm sure you guys might have heard the first way. So basically going to the market, or you go into the cash shop and you look for the gem chest. So this gem chest is about, let me move my head over here. This is about 69 gold for 6 of those gem chests. And this will give us about 240 gold if we sold those on the market. Now, if we look at exchange rate, this is about 370 gold for 95 crystals. So it is no longer worth it to buy those boxes anymore. Before, there was a time it was worth it. So you just buy the 6 boxes, you sell them on the market, you make 100 or 200 gold instantly by doing this. So what people have started to do is they are actually buying those boxes and opening them for gems. And this is quite interesting, right? Because you have a chance of getting a level 2 gem. And sometimes level 1 gem also sells for more than 40 gold. It comes as a surprise, but this is like the little hidden thing in the market. So I'll show you guys over here. Let's go to the auction house, let's go gems, let's go level 3 gems. So what you do is you search for the gems, and notice currently for my Berserker class is sell for 20 gold, so it's not worth it. Let's say if I found Warden actually sells for a lot. So this over here, oh, they actually don't sell the level 1s, but the level 1 here used to sell for about 40 to 90 gold for the war dancers. So let me show you guys a replay. So coming over to the examples I had earlier about the skill gems, notice I bought the skill gem boxes on the market, and this costs about, I think those cost about 47 gold back then. Yeah, at the time it was quite expensive. But what you want to notice is, notice that for the warden gems, for some reason those skill gems were selling for 92 gold, and later you're gonna see all the other classes are selling about 24 gold, about, they don't sell for that high, they're about 35 gold. So I've been checking for all the class. It seems like the war dancer, not the warden. The war dancers are selling for more gold. And what I do is I go onto my war dancer auto account and then I open those boxes. If I get a level 2 box, I instantly make, a lot of profit. But if I get a level 1 box, usually I try to list them for the market price and I try to list them for a little higher. Because I bought the box for about 47 gold. Here I'm very greedy to list for 89 gold. I think some of those level 1 gems sold for about 50 gold. So I didn't make a loss on the level 1 boxes. But as I was opening them, so I'll show you guys a little more. So notice I'm buying a few to test to just show you guys. And there's a chance of you getting level 2 gems. And by getting a level 2 gem, what I do is, of course, I'm finding the class that sells the most over here. I don't just open them on my main account. I'm opening them on my alt account. And by opening those on my alt account on the class that sells the highest, which is the war dancer at the moment in my server, this is how I make the additional gold. So I'll be listing them for additional gold, and over here I'm checking the level 2. I did later sell this gem for 98 gold. So I bought the box for 47 gold, I sold the box for 98 gold. So the logic behind this method is you first want to check the class that sells for the highest for those gems. And after doing that, you go on to this class, you open those boxes on this class, so you get the right gem for that class. And then what you do is you can pretty much make your gold back by selling the level 1 gem, so you don't lose any gold for opening the boxes. And then you sell the level 2 gems for the profit, because level 2 gems will sell for quite higher. And this is how you make some additional profit by doing this. Now, of course, doing this with the skill gems will take a little time and it's a little more tedious. And doing this might not give you a lot of gold. You might make a few hundred, or you might make 1,000 to 2,000 if you spend your time on it. But it is still a method. And also, I do want to recommend is most people are not fusing the gems. Usually, the level 2 gem sells for higher in the market. For some reason, yeah, if you want to make more gold with your gems, try to not fuse your level 1 gem into level 2. Most level 1 gems tend to sell higher than level 2 gems, so turn off auto fuse of the gems if you're planning to sell all your gems. You can get anywhere from 10% to 50% additional selling price if you don't fuse your gems. So even if you don't try this method, if you're just selling your gems from the chaos dungeons, you don't have to fuse your gems, and those will sell for additional gold. Now, on the chance you guys are listing the skill gems, you might only can list 10 gems per character, right? But you can use multiple characters. So if you have multiple alt accounts or alt characters, you can list those on those characters. So each of the characters, you can list 10 of them. I don't think I'm listing much. So this is my main account. Notice my main account, I'm listing those items, which we'll talk about very soon. So basically, you can only list 10 of those, right? But once I'm out of slots, I can go onto my alt characters and list those level 1 gems. And this is a little tedious to do, but while I'm sailing, while I'm doing the daily task, I can still do this for additional gold. Because it's so much harder to make gold those days, and I'm trying to find more ways to make more gold for us in the game. Now, coming over to a second part, I do want to briefly talk about the new market trend. I'm still testing those, so there's a big warning that trend might change over time. One of the things I'll be testing each week is after the weekly reset, there seems to be a massive drop in price of items for about 30 to 60 minutes, and then the price of item bounces back up. Just by buying those items and reselling them, we can get about 10 to 20% profit within 1 to 4 hours. But be careful guys, don't buy at the market price. You want to buy it when this is much cheaper. I'm still testing this, and if this works out, we can do a weekly trade, and this can make us some additional gold. But be aware, all of those market trend videos, I do want to give you guys more warning now, because price of items have started to fall. We have to be extra careful. Now, the second method is about the radar materials. I have made a big loss on those, and do plan to make a video to talk about this, because market is less volatile, the market keeps falling. I do think the pattern might still repeat, but currently we're not sure how much the price will fall. So my old pattern of buying the radar materials is I'm buying them after the chaos reset and sell them for 20 to 30% more. Now what I'm doing is sometimes I'm buying them below market price, make sure it's below market price. I'm selling them for 10 to 20% more, and sometimes they get sold and sometimes they don't get sold. The trick is to buy them for much cheaper than the market price, because people will be rush selling them. So I'll give you guys an example over here. So if I come over here, notice that this is selling for 38 gold. You don't buy the 38 gold, you aim to buy about 30 gold, 31 gold, and this is the goal to buy the radar materials. Similar to for Solar Blessing, instead of buying them for 105 gold, you aim to buy them at 90 gold for the bigger discount. So basically we're trying to buy things at bargain and sell them for 10 to 20% profit. We're not trying to get price to be volatile and make a massive profit. Now the next one is interesting, because I noticed there have been some tier 2 maps, and also the loose one tier 2 maps seems to be selling the tier 1s. So what I mean by that is, notice the tier 1 pouches sell for 93 and the tier 2 one sells for 118. So some people are saying this maybe we can exchange the chaos rift shards for the tier 2 map boxes. So I haven't really tested those, I haven't looked into those, so this is just an idea that was recommended by some of the viewers to me. Now finally, one of the older methods we shared about, this is still working by the way, some of the viewers have shared with me, they are doing this with the Omen set, but I don't recommend doing this much with the Omen set. And basically people are buying the skin and also pet boxes, opening the items and selling each of the parts for additional gold. I'll give you guys a small example over here, but I don't recommend doing too much of this because the market doesn't have a high demand and the price of items has been falling down. So what people have been doing is, notice the cat box sell for 7,000 gold, but the cats are selling for 7,800, 7,900 and 8,000 gold. So people are buying the boxes, opening the cat that sells the most and try to sell the cat. And in return, they will make about a few hundred gold after paying the fees. But because the demand is very low, this might take you a long time to sell those boxes. And people also do this with Omen set as well. But of course, I don't recommend doing this with Omen set anymore, simply because the demand might not be very high. So notice that Dark Omen skin box is for about 3,900, and sometimes people are listing the skins for higher than a box price. And within the box, you get 3 pieces. So this is how people make additional gold. But again guys, the Omen set is not as popular anymore, so I'm only mentioning this method because we had a video guide to talk about this, but in the future, if there's skins and also pet boxes that can use this method, I will link the video for you guys. We can look into this to make a lot of gold. So I'm looking for the next new skin set to make more gold on this. Currently, you might still make some gold on the Omen set or the pet set just by opening the boxes, but be aware, the demand is not very high. It might take you a long time to sell those items, and also the price might still go down during this time. Now before I finish the video, I do want to give you guys a quick summary of how I make my gold and how this is close to about 15,000 gold a day. So for my main account, I'll be doing my farms, chaos dungeon, the Guardian raid, and also my mapping, and also selling items. most of my sales do come from the tradable graded lipstones, which is the biggest income. I can make anywhere from 2,000 gold or 1,500 gold just from the graded lipstones. I sell my gems, and also I sell my tripods. And so basically anything that's tradable on my main account, I'll be selling them. And I do similar things on my alt character, which is tier 3 as well. This makes about a little less, about 1,000 to 2,000 gold, depending on the items I get. Now, one of the things I do want to highlight is, notice that I'm selling a lot of the purple items I get. So for the purple items that have swiftness and also critical rate, and if they have good, stats, like this one has master tenacity and mayhem, and this one has endurance, of course. So basically for those items, I first list those for 2,000 gold. If no one buys them, I list for 1,500. Then I do 1,000. Then I do 500. So instead of price checking them, I'm just listing 10 of those just for the sake of selling them. And if someone buys them, that's great. If no one buys them, I just dismantle them. So each day I list 10 items which I think have small potential of selling. And of course there's better items which I think have a more potential to sell. For example, this one have high potential, and I slowly lower the price. So this is one of the methods to make more gold with your main account and also alt account, because you'll be listing all the lootable items that you can trade, and it doesn't cost you much to list them, and if it doesn't get sold, you'll get your deposit back. So this is how I make additional gold on my main account and also alt account, by selling everything that is sellable. Now, we have mentioned about the gem boxes, the chaos shard, and also crafting potions. I make anywhere from 1,000 to 4,000 gold, depending how much I sell those and how quickly the potions craft and then things like those. And also over here, you can see that I have been trading some of the mats during the discount. So I buy those materials at discount. I have mentioned about this as well. So basically, if we come over here, I am trading the solar grace. Notice it's fallen to 33 gold. Sometimes it falls to 30 gold, and I'm buying at 30 gold, and I sell at 39 gold. And I'm trying to make a quick profit. The solar blessing, I'm trying to buy them at 90 gold and sell them for 110 gold. So basically, I have been doing some less risky trades, which doesn't involve a lot of gold. And it's still risky though, because the price can still fall. I'm doing quick trades because I'm buying those at discount. So instead of hoping the price to massively go up, I'm just buying them at below market price and selling them back at market price. And finally, I have been testing the splitting of the skins and also pets, but I haven't really tested a lot of them. So I made about 1,000 to 2,000 gold on those. So as I showed you guys with the almond set and also with the pet skins, I basically bought the box, opened the one that sells the most, and then I went to list those. It takes a long time for those to sell, and also it's quite risky because the price will fall. So this is not the highest source of income for me. I'm just testing this to see that it still works. And in together, all of those, sometimes it gets about 8,000 gold, sometimes 10,000 gold. Sometimes if my junk, I call them my junk, so my junky items, sometimes if those items sell, they sell for a bunch. Sometimes like 5 or 8 of them sells. And once they sell, what I do over here is I also have a bunch of those items waiting to sell. So this way, I'm always rotating, always selling everything that's tradable for my more gold each day, because I get more of those each day from the chaos dungeons. Now, hopefully you guys found this video helpful, because at the moment the market has been crashing. There's a lot of more, difficulties to make more gold. So I'm always testing new methods and also new ways to make more gold, and I'll share everything with you guys. But what I want to do is I want to give you guys a method that doesn't involve you losing a lot of gold, because I start to notice that trading, I'll give you guys additional warning and also tips and also ways to guarantee or to prevent us to make too much of a loss. And what I'll do is I'll give you guys my gold summary, how I make my gold, and what are the ways you can also use to make additional gold in the game. Now, if you guys haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel, make sure you do so, because we'll be getting a lot of guides, a lot of tips as I discover them, and I love the game. So I want to share as much as I can with you guys, and let's have a great time in Lost Ark as we explore this game and get the most out of it.